it's your girl Tina, and I'm an American real estate agent who moved to France with my rescue dog. Now, I want to share with you a story time that I've been holding back, and rightfully so. It's a story that I'd rather not have to share, but if I'm going to be totally authentic with you and be open with you about my travels, then I might as well share the good, the bad, and the ugly. So here we go. If you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel, please watch a little bit of my videos, see if you like them, and like them. And if you want to get notifications on my next video, please turn on the bell so you can get notified when my next video comes out. Okay, let's get into it. So, as you know, I moved to France. I'm an American real estate agent. So if you need to buy or sell a house in any state or country, I can help you. Just email me. I'll put my email below. And also, if you're on Instagram, please join me. My Instagram handle is my name, Tina E. Whittaker. I'll leave that below as well. So getting into this story, I have French class every day, and sometimes I like to bring my dog because, you know, he's cooped up in a house and, in my small apartment, and I really feel bad for him. So he loves getting out. He loves going for walks, and I was taking him to French class, and people loved it, but the authorities said that I can't bring him anymore, and understandably so. He's a dog. Some people may have allergies, like me, but they may not want him around in a learning environment, and I totally understand that. So sometimes I have to bring my dog for one reason or another, and to this day, when this dreadful day happened, I'm gonna try to recall it. I'm not doing it real time because it took me a long time to kind of like get over it, but here's the story. So I've had my dog Webster for 10 years. He's a rescue dog. I got him at 7 weeks. He was 7 pounds and he was adorable. I went to the Humane Society for another dog, and this little puppy just stole my heart, and it was love at first sight. So I was going to French class. I left him on the door, tied up, maybe a little bit more loosely than I should have, but I thought he'd be okay. Listen, I've done this a million times over the last 10 years. So I left him there. I told him to wait. I thought it would be fine. In the middle of class, I was like, I should probably go check on my rescue dog, Webster. Oh, and by the way, if you're on Instagram, not only follow me, but follow my dog, Webster the rescue dog. He has updates about his travel and where he is and what he's doing, so you can get some real-time updated information there. So I was in class and I said, I really need to leave and check on my dog. Of course, we were all speaking French. I had to leave, and I never came back to class because when I went outside and went to the door that I put my dog on and I tied him up, he was not there. I looked around. I said, it's fine. He's gonna be somewhere around. I mean, we've been to the south of France. I let him loose there. He would run and come back for food. Like, this is not, the first time I've let him free. So I was expecting him to stay there though. And when he wasn't there, I started to call and walk around to see maybe if he was in the area. And this day was a little bit special because unfortunately my dog was gone and I was getting really scared. But for whatever reason, there were police in the parking lot, and there are never police in the parking lot where I had my French class. It was very bizarre, but they were like taking notes or around a different car. So something happened where they were called in for that situation and they happened to be there. And I said, I've lost my dog. And the police officer said, what is your dog's name? What does he look like? And he took my number. And I went around the neighborhood and I just like walked to see if he was around. Another friend an acquaintance, I should say, an acquaintance that I saw walking as well next to the church where my French class is. I met this. He is a trans woman, and I met him. I met her, excuse me, when I first came to France, and I was staying in my first hotel, and he worked at a food truck. He worked at a pizza food truck, and in this hotel, there was no food around. Everything closed very early. So I literally went to this like food truck like twice a week. So ironically, I saw this acquaintance. I won't mention their name, but it's very French. And she was there, and she was like helping me find my dog. And she was talking to everyone to see, you know, if they had saw a dog on a leash that just walked past, and then she had to leave. So I was still looking, and then I got a phone call from the police, and they said, we found your dog. Someone turned your dog into the SPA, which is the Humane Society of France. And they said, call this number. This is the person who found your dog. And, you know, I called her and I said, you know, I would really love to give you something for turning in my, you know, dog. And, you know, she lived far away, and this SPA, Humane Society was literally like 30 minutes outside of the city, and the police told me, you can't go there by bus, you have to have a car. So I hated to call my landlord. My propriétaire is my French teacher, he's my landlord, and he's also like my friend, and if anything happens, like, he helps me. So I said, Patrick, my dog got loose and he's at the SPA, and he said, I will take you there to get your dog. It's probably closing now, so let's go tomorrow. And the next morning, he actually took me to the SPA. I had to pay about $46 because it was an overnight stay. And I picked up my dog. It was my dog. He was fine. He was happy. He was tired, and he was great. You know, I was out of 46 or 45 euro, but I was actually happy to have like a little vacation. Once I knew that my dog was fine and that he was safe and that I found him, you know, it was fine. I was like, oof, I don't have to take my dog out 3 times a day. He's fine, he's rested, he's fed. And I picked him up, and that was it. I never saw the person who turned my dog in. I never got a hold of her afterwards because she said, you can meet me at the place, but I didn't come to the Humane Society to pick up my dog till the next day. So unfortunately, I never got to thank her. If she's by chance watching this video, I thank you so much for returning my dog. You know, a couple of things had to take place because literally not any time before or any time after has there ever been police in that parking lot that found my dog. If the police weren't there, I mean, I don't know like the police number. I should know it, but I wouldn't know really like who to call or where to go. And the police were literally right there, and they found my dog within 30 minutes. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who found my dog into the SPA, that took care of my dog. They gave me a new leash for him because I don't know what happened to my dog's leash afterwards. But can you imagine being lost in a foreign country as a dog? Like, it's not the same as the US, and anything could have happened. I'm just so blessed that my dog is here and he's happy and he's safe. So my dog now has an SPA tag on his collar, so if anything were to happen, they can track him down. And what I had to do was register it. It cost around 20 euros to register your dog. And so it's kind of like he has a microchip as well, so they can track his number if anything were to ever happen again. So this has been my story of how my rescue dog got lost in France and found. And please stay tuned for my next videos about my travels, real estate, and relationships. And I will see you next time. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends, leave a comment below and stay in touch. I'll talk to you soon. Bisous.